Welcome back once again to Beyond the Balance by Faith, and as always, this is your beautiful host, Faith. I am glad you're here today, as I am glad to be here myself. And as always, as a reminder, this space is where we learn how to live with faith, with intentions and grace, and even when life feels uncertain, there's always certainty here for you. So if this is your first time coming here, welcome to the community. We're happy to have you. Today's episode is inspired by a quote that gently, reminds me and challenges the way many of us think and the way I think ultimately, about hope. And that quote says, hope does not necessarily take the form of excessive confidence. Rather, it involves the simple willingness to take the next step. And that quote is by Stanley Hauerwas. I read a lot, and I'm happy the kind of books I read are so inspirational. Sometimes when I read things, I just want to, bring it out to the world for someone to hear especially when it resonates with me and I feel, this is jam. Somebody out there needs to hear this. So I'm glad I'm that medium bringing it to you, just to see life in another way. I'm sorry my voice is still bad. I'm still recuperating, but I do not want to miss this for anything. So I have to do this. And that is one of the reasons why I'm speaking about this topic today, because hope is taking the next step. And that right there that I just said is freeing, because many of us think hope means having it all figured out, being bold, being fearless, unshaking, and, just absolutely sure. But what if hope is actually not what you think? Let's say it's just quiet. What if hope is simply moving forward anyway? You do not see what is in front, but you just want to move anyways. So let me say, hope is often misunderstood. I'm trying to find the word, but I will use the word misunderstood, because most of us imagine hope as, loud declarations, the perfect faith someone has, or maybe that unshakable confidence you have in yourself, in your dreams, or in someone, But real hope is often fragile. It trembles, it hesitates. And even with all those hesitation and all of that, it still moves. That's why Romans 8:24 says, hope that is seen is no hope at all. Who hopes for what they already have? And that's a question. Would you hope for what you already have? No. And that's why they say hope exists where certainty ends. Hope doesn't, require clarity. It only requires your willingness. The willingness to want to do, to want to give, to want to see, to want to lead, to want to follow your dreams, pursue your aspirations. And let's be honest, this kind of give us sometimes the pressure to be confident. And many of us don't move forward because we are waiting to feel confident first. And the reason why I say that is because sometimes we say things like, when I feel ready, I'll start. Once I'm sure, I'll take my time. I'll take it one step at a time. Or when the fear goes away, I'll move. When I don't feel that fear in me, I'll take the lead, I'll take the step. But I've come to realize that confidence is the result of movements, not the prerequisites. Because in the Bible, God rarely gives people the full picture. He gives instructions step by step. Remember? To Abraham, to David, to Moses. I don't want to go about my time. That's why I'm not going deep into those stories, but I know those stories resonate with you. How God gave instruction. Take Abraham, for example. The Lord said to Abraham, go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. It says, I will show you, not I have shown you. Abraham hasn't seen the land. He hasn't heard of the land. Abraham didn't move because he was overly confident. He moved because he was willing. That's all. Abraham doesn't see the whole road, but he trusts the one leading him, God. And that's why they said hope looks like obedience in uncertainty. And another powerful example of that is Peter walking on water. He didn't step out because the storm stopped. The storm was still going. And he didn't step out because the waves calmed. He stepped out because Jesus said, come. He was listening to instruction. And the hope there wasn't Peter believing he could walk on water. Hope was Peter believing Jesus enough to try. You believe enough in your dreams to want to try. And yes, Peter stumbled, but he still experienced what no one else in the boat did. So sometimes hope is, I would say, when you choose the movement over comfort, when you choose to do it over how you feel it should be done, when you're now certain about it. So this quote once again reminds me that hope doesn't demand perfection. And it might look like, making that phone call you've been avoiding, or applying for that job even though you feel unqualified, or praying again after disappointments. But I want to tell you today that every morning, every time you choose to do something is the next step. Every breath you take is an invitation to hope again. God has given you that breath. You're alive again. To hope, to give it your all. And that's why God says, if you have faith as small as mustard seed, nothing will be impossible for you. He didn't say strong faith. He never said big faith. He said small faith. So hope is faithful. Hope says, I don't know how this will turn out, but I won't stay stuck. I won't stay back. I won't stay stagnant. I want to move. I want to do. I want to see. I want to take that step. So if today you feel unsure, if you feel tired, if your confidence feels shaky, if you're doubting yourself, I just want to know you're not without hope. Hope might not be shouting. It might just be, whispering and telling you to take the next step. And sometimes that's enough. That's all you need. So I want to leave you with this. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. Because in all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. That is actually a verse from Proverbs 3:5-4. And that is what I'm leaving you with. You don't need the whole part. You just need the next step. You need to trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean on your own understanding. So once again, thank you for listening to Beyond the Balance. If this episode encouraged you, share it with someone who is standing at the edge of uncertainty right now. Give them hope. Let them know they can do it with a faith like mustard seed. They only need to take the first step. And remember, hope is not having it all together. It's not choosing to move forward when you don't feel like it. Hope is choosing to move forward anyways. So until next time, stay grounded, stay faithful, and keep taking the next step. Even when you don't see where it leads to. Just keep trusting who is leading you. So I will see you tomorrow. Stay blessed and have a wonderful one.